Are you ready?
Ready.
Today, we're rigging throttle cables in a high-tech fly-by-wire system. At least trying to.
I have like two options. Shake my engine apart or rip my transmission out of the boat.
We'll take you diving on a famous plane crash in the Bahamas. Then it's time to relax, island style. Let's do it. Welcome to Lazy Gecko Sailing. Looking for something exciting, free, and real? If so, you found the right place. Meet Calypso, our floating home.
It's not working.
We're sailing her all over and taking you for the ride. Please click on subscribe so you don't miss any of the fun.
I've been running from the law. Hope they won't shoot me down.
Are you ready?
Ready.
Alright, go ahead. Good. Alright.
Coming down.
Alright, so we've programmed it. This is our Yacht Commander throttle box. Look at that thing.
Yeah, it's pretty sweet. Let me get a good look.
This is coming from the wire signal coming from the helm, and this box turns that electrical signal into a mechanical input to the engine. This is the throttle cable going to the engine. This is the transmission cable going to the engine. We've had issues with this thing. It's like unprogrammed, and I have to reprogram it. Otherwise, it like shakes our engine apart, because what happens is the freaking throttle box is now giving an input to the engine that's like lower than it should be for idle or whatever. So I have to come down and reprogram it. So the way you do that is like when Brittany was up there, I have to hold these two buttons down right here. These first 1, 2, and 3 of the buttons. Can you see them?
Yeah. 1,
2, 3. I hold the 2 down. She starts it and it puts it in program mode. Now this is the throttle setting. You can go through the settings. That's like low throttle, high throttle, and there's different settings and stuff like that. And then what you do is you put it in program mode, where you hit that, to enter, and it flashes. And then you can use the down and up arrows to move this like a little tiny bit. So our throttle was too low, and in this position, I have to hit the down button in order to increase the throttle a little bit. So I would put it in program by pushing that button. Now it's programmable, and I just tap it. And then, I don't want to do it because we already programmed it, but this will just move a little bit and move that throttle just a little bit. Then we'll go up and we'll start the engine. It is not like the perfect thing. Like it jumps. So you go from like 800 to 1,000 to, you can't get it like right at the 900. It's kind of annoying. It's sensitive as far as using it, but it's not sensitive as far as programming it. I'm not a fan of this thing, if you can tell, but this was in the boat when we got it. But so I'm gonna go up here and start the engine. Let's see how it sounds. All right, so I'm gonna restart the throttle down there by just turning it on, turning it off, turning it off, turning it on, and then I'm gonna start up the engine area. Throttle's going. I like to put it in. If I put this little button, push this button, it puts this yellow flash on, and that allows me to increase the throttle without engaging the transmission. Let's see where the RPMs are. I like them around 900. It's probably gonna be 1,000. Okay, so it's even higher. Okay, which I don't like. It likes to idle the engine 700. I want the engine to idle between 800 and 900, and it's so freaking not like you can't mess with it to get it perfectly between there. So it's either high or low.
Can't fine tune it.
When it's low, the engine's just shaking itself apart. Now it's come down a little bit to about 1,000. I'll accept 1,000. It's rough on your transmission when you're engaging the transmission. So I'll run it to see. You hear how it's okay. It went down to 900. That's fine. It's better than it was shaking the boat apart. And like as we're doing stuff, so I'm in gear right now. I'm just out of gear. Now see, it's going back up. See, I hate that. Now if I put it in neutral, see if I can increase it and bring it back down. And it's still idling high, see? Which makes me want to go down there and pop it one more time to try to bring it down just a little bit.
I think we should.
Alright, let's shut this down. Okay, so you're going to stay up here and turn the throttle on, and then we'll actually go through, okay? Alright, turn it on.
It's on?
So now we're going to put it in program mode for the lower. Okay, now I'm just going to pop it. We're going to go up, which brings the throttle down. Okay, now take it back out. And let's start the engine, see what that does. I would like it just to be like the tiniest. And I'm barely tap it. Anyway, let's see what it does. Okay, so we're at 1,000. There we go. It's okay, I don't mind that because I can increase the throttle just a little bit. Back to idle. Still idle, just a little high. Reverse. Again, I can increase the throttle a little bit, so there you see, that's idle. See, it's so like stupid. And see, the thing is, you don't have the time when you're out here, when you're dealing with crap, to take your throttles, put them in neutral, mess with it a little bit, try to make the engine go back to normal when it should be just sitting there.
So should we program it again to bring it down some more?
Now it's not going to gear, which isn't surprising.
Oh my gosh.
Now it's not responding at all. Alright, there we go. I mean, I'm thinking maybe I'll leave it here. I think I'll leave it here. Because it's not too high, and it's at that point where I can kind of screw it. I'll still have to screw with it until we take this piece of crap out of the boat. You know?
Yes.
But do you see the frustration I have with it?
Yes.
That's one of our issues. It's shaking our engine apart. I have like two options. Shake my engine apart, or rip my transmission out of the boat. Because the idle's so low, it's just, or so high that it's slamming my transmission. So whatever. But hey, you think it's a little bit better?
Yes.
It was so bad. Like, it was to the point where the whole boat would just be like, every time we come to idle. And then, so Brittany would be anchoring. I have to go to neutral for whatever reason. Then the boat's like, so I'm like, okay, I gotta put it out of gear. Like, I gotta put it in the neutral mode, increase the throttle, which means now when she needs me to engage that, I gotta decrease the throttle, push the thing, put it back in the engine mode, and then it's stupid. I should be able to go to neutral and then go back in gear. And you need that when you're fighting currents and winds, and we're anchoring in 20, 30 knots. Like, you can't screw around, so whatever. I'm not in a bad mood. It's just, that's just the reality.
Nobody asked. You were. I know you're not. What are you doing?
I'm in school.
Oh, you're finishing up here soon? Maybe a week left? Are you excited?
We're in the Bahamas.
You're gonna graduate kindergarten in the Bahamas.
What?
Yeah.
No.
So cool.
I know.
I'm excited for you. You looking forward to first grade?
But I do not want to be any harder. I want to be easier.
It doesn't get easier. That's okay, because you grow and learn.
We've weighed anchor and are sailing down the Exumas.
What's up, people? Where are you going?
Get a napkin for my mess up.
Oh, okay. Well, this is a nice anchorage.
Beautiful.
Yep.
Yeah, it's relaxing. We just finished up some school. What'd you learn at school today?
Different stuff. I don't usually remember it.
Yeah, that's exactly what most kids say. It's like 15:30 right now. 1600, we're gonna meet up some people that we met before and go dinghy into the mangroves.
Yeah, I'm looking forward to it. I think you can go right through to the ocean side if the tide's high enough.
Yeah, and it was low tide when we pulled in, so hopefully it will be up a little bit, but it is an absolutely beautiful anchorage.
Before we head into the mangroves, let's jump back a few days when we dove on a plane crash.
Just beached the dinghy. We are at Norman's Key. There's this little restaurant off a beaten path. It's really, really pretty setting. We tried yesterday, it was closed. So we're trying again today to go there and get some lunch before we dive Pablo Escobar's plane wreck.
Norman's Key and the Exuma Islands has some interesting history. Look it up if you ever get the chance. Today we've landed the dinghy on the beach in search of a place to get some lunch.
Turns out it's closed. darn it.
Yeah.
Oh, I was so looking forward to that. We got so close. We got to the entrance. That's sad, but we're gonna head on over to Pablo's Crash. We have to wait until slack tide. That's not for another, till 2. It's about 11:30 now.
We'll see how bad the current is.
Yeah, it usually starts slowing down like an hour before. The tide's going out and then it'll hit a slack tide. I'm sure it'll be fine. I've seen boats going over there. So they're doing it. I'm sure we can do it. We wanted to do it yesterday, but we didn't have the dive lights fully charged, so we decided to wait till today, and then that way we can get some good video footage for you.
Are we going back to the hill?
No,
Then where are we going to go?
straight to the wreck.
Really?
Yeah. You think Daddy can do this?
Yes. I saw he was in the Marine Corps, so.
Oh, that makes him strong.
You want to grab the anchor?
Getting Reese involved in all tasks is something that's important to us. Not only does it keep him active, it also teaches him skills that he may use one day. Either way, just lending a hand is a good thing to do.
This is his MOB that we got on there. Reese has had special training in it, haven't you? Good thing we haven't had to use it. We're ready.
Done.
It's much easier to put the dinghy back in the water than it is to take it out of the water. That's what we should be filming. It's pretty tough.
Pulling a dinghy up on shore can be a struggle at times. We're so happy we have an aluminum hull which reduces weight. We're anchored on the more protected west side of the island, so we took our dinghy Taco to the east side where the crash site is located. A quick 5 minutes or so and we could see the plane.
Oh, look at that.
5 feet. 5.5 feet. That's where the wing is, so we don't want to anchor right on top of it. I just want to kind of see how strong the current is. It's pushing us a little bit, but not too bad. What do you think?
Yeah, I mean, I'll let you get in first and make sure.
We anchored and hopped in the brisk water. It's close to slack tide, but there's still a current here. Let's check this plane out while we can.
What's the crew brakes for me?
Strong, so I need you to kick with me, okay? I'll get you as close as I can, comfortably, okay?
Was that awesome?
Oh yeah, so cool.
Very cool.
Yeah.
Man,
It's nice we did a higher tide because it was all underwater.
yeah, really, really cool to just see it like kind of decaying, and
Yeah.
the fish were so friendly.
Yeah.
Oh my
They
goodness.
kept following us.
Yeah.
They kept following me.
That was
I
awesome.
kept trying to grab fish. And then they're just like,
I turned around and it was like right in my face.
Awesome.
what was your face?
The day was wrapping up. We decided to relax on a beach close to the anchorage for the remaining time.
I think we will maybe have one more and then head back to see some friends.
Sounds good to me.
And that's what we did. Crack another cold one and spend time together before heading to enjoy a sunset with friends. If you're looking to experience this lifestyle, Kate and Cyrus here are awesome, and they charter their beautiful sailboat. You can find them on Instagram. Let's get back to Shroud Key, where Jeremiah is drying out our dive gear.
And that was cool. So we have a lot of our gear out, just drying and stuff like that. Afterwards, I try to rinse it all out with fresh water and then let it dry before it's put away. But we're probably going to take that stuff with us today, just in case we can jump in. But this is called Shroud Key in the Exumas, and there are a lot of mega yachts out here. And then there's a little mooring field also. We opted to anchor just because it's easier than mooring, in our opinion. Just drop the hook. So we're kind of off the side of the mooring field, but you can see there's some charter boats mixed in with sailing cats, monohulls, and all that kind of stuff. So very beautiful anchorage.
Just centered into the mangroves on the south side. And we're kind of going through, checking with the depth sounder how deep it is, and hoping to get to the other side where it's the ocean front. There's supposed to be a lot of turtle, a lot of sea life, and lots of things to see back here. Oh, apparently there's a turtle right up ahead.
Yeah, a little sandbar up there.
Oh, shark.
We got it. There he goes.
Bye, Mr. Shark.
Isn't that cool?
It's funny because we didn't get the electric tilt on the dinghy engine. We're like, oh, we don't need that. We've been out here for, I don't know, a couple weeks, and turns out we need it. This is quite the experience. Teamwork makes the dream work. Literally. Love it.
Yep, don't get bit, Dad.
Coming up on the Lazy Geckos.
Ready for this? Oh man, my arm is killing me. I'm the boat chef.
Did you know that?
No.
This is David Copperfield's island. Dead low tide. I've never heard one you can get in. Alright, you gotta go for a swim. And just go down.
Want more? Check us out at lazygeckos.net. Remember, patrons can get complimentary access. You can also visit our Vimeo channel. The link is below. Don't forget to click subscribe to get all of the fun. See you next week.